This simple defense system is quick to build and almost impossible to defeat. Start with a central pillbox which allows you to defend yourself whilst digging if someone comes along to try and harass you. And the design of this trench and bunker combo means that it's easy to clear out any enemies foolish enough to go inside. Whilst a couple of us manned the forward defense position, the rest of the team dug out a bunker base and built it up with a construction vehicle. And whilst the enemies were expecting an attack from the north, we were creeping up on them from the west. Supply trucks started arriving to build up the base defences. By nightfall we had built new defences right up to their doorstep, keeping them pinned down whilst we rushed them with explosive grenades. Then when they counterattacked, we hopped in our bunker and mowed them down. There were more of them than us, so they eventually got inside our bunker, but luckily Leo was there in the pillbox to turn the whole area into a murder scene. They managed to blow up our bunker with explosive grenades, but we didn't care. We just got our shovels, dug it out, and it was back to full health with all the modifications, and no BMATs were used. Some random friendly players had added trenches in front of our bunker, which I modified with barbed wire to make it harder for the enemies to get in, and we used these trenches for a while to keep the enemies at bay. I eyed up the enemy trenches with glee. They'd built them really badly, so it was going to be easy for us to capture and use them against them. More on that later. Meanwhile, the enemy eventually did capture our trench, but little did they know it was less of a trench and more of a kill hole. I used the rifle holes in this bunker to murder everyone in the trench and the people trying to get in to rescue them. Eventually they did once again blow up our bunkers, but once again we returned with shovels and dug them out, restoring them to full health without having to use any basic materials or BMATs to do so. As our team pushed up, it was now time to modify the enemy trenches, putting stairs at the entrance so they couldn't use it for cover and we could run in easily. With that done, we were free and clear to run time and time again into the trenches, clear them out, and then use them against the enemy because they went right up to the enemy base from where we could throw grenades right at it and eventually destroying it. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't just dig trenches willy-nilly, make sure you do them in a way where they're one-directional. You can use them against the enemy, but the enemy can't use them against you. After the base was destroyed, I returned back to the original base. You can see here the central pillbox where it all started, and behind it the bunker base where we respawned. If the enemy had captured any of these trenches, we could have cleared them out easily. That's how it's done.